Jacob, over to you.
All right, Steve, thank you so much. And I'm here with Candy Norris, who's with Quilted Bliss, and she's going to teach us a little bit on how to quilt, how to get started, because I know that you do like a beginner's course.
Right.
You have a beginner here.
Okay.
I've never quilted before. I've never sewn or anything.
Good. We're going to make one of the simplest things there is to make. It's called a jelly roll quilt.
Is this one?
This is one. This is what the finished quilt can look like.
Whoa.
And it's made with 2.5-inch strips.
2.5? What are these right
These
here?
are 2.5-inch strips. They come pre-cut. Or you could cut your own, but
no, I like
let's
pre-cut.
take the easy way and we don't have to.
Definitely. I'm all about taking
that. This is one way they look. They come different ways. Here's another set. Here's another. But traditionally, they're 40 strips of 2.5-inch fabrics from a given fabric line.
Cool. Now, how do we get started?
Well, when you get started, what you do is you take the strips, and I'm going to pull this out for just a second, and you sew them together end to end. And they have a race, and they call it the Jelly Roll 1600 because when you sew these all together, 40 strips, 40 inches, 1600 inches.
That's a lot of math going on there. I don't know what you're doing.
Quilting is math.
Well then, won't be good at quilting now, will we? All right.
But anyway, you're going to take the strips, and you just pull them off the row.
Okay.
So we'd have them like these strips here.
Oh, these are really nice.
And they come in all kinds of colors.
All right.
So you just take a strip. You don't worry on this type of quilt about, okay, maybe I've got two together the same color or whatever, because the way it goes together, it can end up anyway. But we sew these, we place them so they...
Like a 90-degree angle.
Like a 90-degree angle. And you sew. See? Look. And you got math.
What's up?
Yay.
Thank you, Steve.
And what you're going to do is you're going to put the needle down and you're going to sew so you have a diagonal.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe?
And you just keep doing that until you have all the strips sewn together.
Now, I know, when you get the strips done, it's not going to look exactly like this, now will it?
No, because well, it will as far as the quilt, but not the colors, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But what you end up with is a set of strips, and if I can bend down, this is all the strips put together.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of strips going on
here.
here.
It's a big mess.
But, when you're going on and going with it, it'll get more organized as you go.
Yes. You put the right sides together.
Okay.
And in quilting, and this is called piecing. There's applique, piecing, all different types and styles of quilting, but we're piecing today.
We're piecing. All right, guys, so when we come back, we'll be continuing on with our quilting project and see how far we can get within this next hour. So be sure to keep watching Daybreak, coming up a little bit after this. Hey guys, welcome back. We're here with Candy Norris, who's with Quilted Bliss, and standing here next to Steve Kirsch as well. And we're learning how to quilt. And Candy, you got something else new in your hand.
It's a mess. But I thought that maybe seeing this might help somebody who decided to do one of these, because these are nice, long, straight strips. But this is what they look like when you start sewing them and doing the diagonal, and you just keep sewing and sewing and sewing, and you're just going to take your scissors.
Do you want me to do it?
Sure. Okay. And you're just going to clip it there. You got it? You can take the scissors. I know you're left. Oh, sorry.
No,
you can get the next one if you want it.
All right.
Here, you grab that?
Yeah, you can grab that one.
Okay.
Wait.
I tried to get scissors that were
left-handed,
able to be used both ways, so hopefully I...
Now, where am I quilt? Right here?
Just cut that string right there.
Okay. Now, how long does it usually take to get one of these done?
You can make one of these in 2 hours very easily.
So if you're a beginner, you can really...
Yeah, and that's what's good about this. It gives you success sewing, especially if you're new to using a sewing machine. Probably the hardest thing is doing the diagonal seam. And so when you got those all cut and you had the strip like I did here, that's when you would start sewing these, and you fold it on itself. If I can find the ends here. You fold it on itself. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. There's one that's a little neater.
Okay. I mean, we got a system going over here. Now we're getting a little bit faster.
Well, I tried to get it so that you could see the different ways to do it. But what you're going to do is you're going to fold it up on itself. You can take the 1600 and fold it up so you have 800. And you're going to sew somewhere. You're going to sew a seam so you have, I can't get them apart, 2 strips together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that way you've got...
And then you trim it at the bottom. Then you're going to fold this up like this.
Mine too.
And you're going to sew it so you have 2 strips together. And you do that a total of 5 times. This is with 3 times, just to give you an idea. And you just keep folding it up on itself for a total of 5 seams.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Candy. So coming up a little bit later on, we'll keep going with this. So be sure to keep watching Daybreak. Meredith and Steve.
They're learning. They're doing good. All right, let's welcome back. Now, we all had to come over here and watch Jacob sew this morning, and you have been so sweet to teach him. Yeah, and he's doing a good job. This doesn't look as hard as it seems. To me, this seems really difficult because, as Jacob said, and I agree, a button's getting sewn on is tough for me. But what's he doing right now?
He's just sewing the seams. This, like I said earlier, this doubles up on itself several times, so you end up, what you're going to end up with is something like this after it's doubled up.
Now, this is pretty. How long did it take you to do something
I
like this?
didn't do this one. Oh, a customer came in our shop Wednesday and wanted to do a quick quilt. And she hadn't quilted in a while, and so I suggested this since I've been working on these. And she did this. She took it home Wednesday afternoon about 2, brought it to me Thursday morning so I could show it to y'all and show how quick it goes together.
Well, she did a good job.
She did a beautiful job.
Beautiful.
You just add some borders and quilt it, and it's ready to go.
Now, is he doing that right?
He's doing perfect. He's doing perfect.
Sure? Her back is turned, you know. I'm unsupervised over here.
No, you're doing great.
Look out, Martha Stewart.
The
Jacob
thing that's
Bradford's
really
coming.
good about this quilt is it gets somebody started in it, and you don't have to get invested in a lot of tools. Basically, with this one, you need a pair of scissors and your sewing machine.
You can save a lot of money doing this way, too.
Well, you know, you want to advance.
Yeah.
We want to sell you all those rulers and rotary cutters and things.
I mean, like, you know, on clothes and things like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And after you get that part done, how do you get the finished product?
Well, to get it finished, so it's like this. A quilt actually always has 3 layers. That's what makes it a quilt. And so you can use some sort of quilting machine. You could use, if you were going to hand quilt it, use like an embroidery frame. You can even do it on the sewing machine, but you would get a backing fabric, like this has this backing fabric. You would put a piece of batting on it, and then you would add the top, and then you would do the stitching on top of it. Now, I have a long arm quilter, and that's how I put them together. Yeah, it's like driving.
But it's fun.
It is
It's
fun.
very therapeutic, too.
After I had the second wreck on my Harley, I decided quilting machine was a better investment.
I asked her to. She
I
Harley.
love it.
I just
They got here today.
I can't do left turns on Tuesday, so
So if you mess up, what do? You just like
you
rip it
just
apart?
stop and you rip it. You do what we call frog stitches. You rip it.
That's fine.
It looks good, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's just, well,
You know, it can always be fixed, or it's a new creative moment and you come up with something new.
There
Look
you
at
go.
these
Yeah.
zigzag lines. They're so creative.
yeah.
That's
you don't see
right.
puckers like that
That's
on the quilt,
perfect. That's perfect.
We're proud of you,
but The thing
Jacob.
is, I got to say
I'm
pucker.
proud.
Gosh. Now, what would you say to somebody who does want to start quilting, you know, to get them encouraged to go?
Well, I always encourage them to start off simple, to get a simple machine. This is a top-end machine, but you don't need that for quilting. I have granddaughters, I make their clothes, I do embroidery with this. But just a simple machine, straight stitch is all you need. I still use a Singer featherweight.
It's early.
Yeah, it is early. Singer featherweight that is from the 50s.
So, but it's about math and keeping it straight and neat
Yep,
and all that. And
it is.
once you do
and
that,
accurate cutting. And
then you can become a
absolutely.
good tailor or seamstress. There
Absolutely.
you go.
Cool. I'm going to keep
Okay,
going.
it's your segment. Do you want to close this out?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, guys. I was really concentrating.
Yes, you
Anyway, but we'll be back just here in a little bit. I'm going to try not to
frog
miss
it, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
you're going to have to frog it.
Go break. Go break.
I think we're done with you if we need to. All right, we have a lot more coming up. Stick around.